From making TikTok videos to flying airplanes to making t-shirts, there are so many people at Rose Hill High School who have unique talents.
We feature some of these individuals and many more in the first annual The People of Rose Hill High School presented by Channel 7 News.
Good morning and welcome to a special edition of Channel 7 News. I'm Dylan Kraus. Tegan Belcher will join us in a moment. Rose Hill Jr. Brody Barris is a creator on the viral social media platform TikTok. He has nearly 140,000 followers on the app, and that number continues to grow. Now he has a sponsorship too. How did it all come about? Here's more.
Brody Barris started out TikTok with friends, but managed to turn it into a money-making hobby. I sat down with him and asked him just how he managed to make that happen.
I posted my first video, started finding myself scrolling through the For You page for hours, and then some more hours, and which just basically went to more ideas on what my next couple of videos were going to be. And then once the views started coming in, it just got like more and more addicting to where I would just keep posting and keep trying to get them up and gain followers. And really when the summer hit, that's when my channel really started to take off and gain more followers. So just tried to please the followers by posting more. So the first couple months of me making TikToks were TikTok dances, TikTok like trends kind of, and those did not do very well. So then I changed it to more like funny content to where people would watch it all the way through. And that's when people started to invest in my TikToks more and just keep watching and following for more.
When asked how he got his sponsorship, here's what Brody had to say.
I saw that people were putting their business emails in their TikToks, and corporations would send them emails to do business sponsorships, collaborations, and all that. So I made an email, business email, put it in my bio, and then I got an email from the Coldest Water bottle company for a sponsorship to be paid to put their water bottle that they sent me in my videos.
Dylan Kraus, Channel 7 News.
I'm Tegan Belcher. Some students play sports as a hobby while others are involved in clubs. But flying airplanes, that's a whole different level of extracurricular activity. I have more on Adriana Green's story. Adriana Green is a junior at Rose Hill High School who has an uncharacteristic hobby. She flies airplanes. This is a new hobby for Green as she began to learn how to fly roughly 6 months ago. Green's dad is a pilot and that helped spark her new interest.
I started learning how to fly about 6 months ago.
Many people work a 9-to-5 job, but Green does not see herself in that category. She wanted to learn something that not many people learn.
My dad was a pilot a long time ago. He's still a pilot, but he doesn't still fly. But I just could never see myself doing like a 9-to-5 job. I want to be able to do something that not a lot of people can do, and it's a lot of fun.
Unlike some people who have a fear of flying, Green is at peace when she is in the air.
I feel very at peace, if anything. It's definitely my most relaxed state of mind whenever I'm flying, especially alone. I'm more relaxed whenever I fly alone than whenever I'm with my instructor.
Flying the plane was natural for Green, and she continues to advance in her learning and skills. She has plans to fly by herself soon.
My first plane that I flew was a World War II trainer plane, and then I moved up from there. But I flew with my instructor for the first time, and he just let me take controls. I didn't know I was going to even get to fly it, and it was just very natural. It was kind of like video games.
Tegan Belcher, Channel 7 News.
Each year there are 2,000 nominees for the American Vision Award in High School Art, with only 5 awards given out. One of those recipients this year is Rose Hill senior Riley Lane. Aislinn Robert has the story.
The Scholastics Art Competition is for students from areas in the United States who paint, draw, sculpt, take photographs, and other artistic projects. It is one more step towards scholarships and successful careers in art. All entries are considered for Honorable Mention, Silver Key, Gold Key, American Visions Nominee, or American Visions Nominee Award. Gold Keys are automatically considered for national awards. Riley Lane is a senior at Rose Hill High School and has been in art since freshman year. This year's Scholastics, she won 3 Gold Keys and the American Visions Nominee Award. The American Visions Nominee is a graphite drawing and was worked on since sophomore year.
Basically all sophomore year, and then I took a break from art, which was probably not a good idea junior year. And then I came back and worked on it all semester. So I guess a total of like a year and a half, but in all, like 2.5 years. Hilders gave me a picture and I started working on it, and it was just the hand. And then I was like, well, this is kind of boring. So then I just started working on it in Photoshop, and it just kept like more stuff just kept happening with it, and yeah, that's how it basically turned out. I was really hoping it would win gold, but I had no idea it would win like the American Vision thing. I didn't even know that was like a thing, so I was really pleasantly surprised.
Aislinn Robert, Channel 7 News.
Mark Blauser and the drama department are the beneficiaries of one student's rare and unique gift of making clothes. While Roseville senior Kendall Llewellyn does not make all the clothes for each drama production, she does enough to make an impact. Jordan Croft gives you the story.
Senior Kendall Llewellyn recently started her own business where she makes and sells clothes. Right now, she just makes dresses and skirts. Llewellyn explains why she decided to start this business a few months ago.
I kind of started after She Killed Monsters because I made a decent portion of the costumes there, and I realized, like, hey, this is something I enjoy doing, so.
Designing and making clothes isn't as easy as it seems. Llewellyn talks about the amount of planning that goes into each item of clothing.
I spend time to draft out a design first, and then I make them according to the design, or I'll change something if the customer wants something different than what they had originally wanted.
She's currently in the process of making a website, but if you want to place an order for a dress or a skirt, you can contact her at kendall.llewellyn@hotmail.com or text her at 316-213-2795. Jordan Croft, Channel 7 News.
Coming up next on the People of Rosehill High School, sophomore Joey Amato desires to be a professional motocrosser. So in the meantime, he continues to hone his craft.
And later, Kyler Rendell plays a sport that is not exactly popular in Kansas. We'll be right back after our commercial break.
Choir at Rosehill High School has always been one of the favorites among the students. Christopher Kurt, the new choir teacher, is implementing a new program for the students. This program will be an exciting opportunity for everyone. They will be able to hold on to this experience for years to come. The goal for this year is to push through and have a good time. There will be a struggle due to the mask, but there is much to accomplish. Make sure for your second semester that you're in this class.
Hi, I'm Bob Weasel. I'm here to make your cases worse.
Why should they hire you?
Why should they hire me? Because I'm a defense attorney, and see that man? He's on the death row. He's going to die in 15 minutes. You're welcome. So come on down and hire me.
You're the person that put my dad in prison.
Yeah?
We hired you.
Cut now.
Come here. Oh, hey, we're going to see our happy customer over here. We put her in prison for loitering and littering and being nice in general. Look at that smile.
My father was standing outside his local bar, as he always does, and he was just loitering, I guess. And we hired this lawyer because they said it was real and intense or whatever, but he's going to jail for life. Watch big news.
There. He can put you in jail too someday.
Ask most sophomores what they want to do with their lives, and most will probably shrug their shoulders and say they have no clue. But not for Joey Amato, who already has his sights on being a professional motocrosser. Alex Quesada has the story.
The Rosehill area has its fair share of motocrossers, Joey Amato being one of them.
He first started riding when he was 5 years old on his TTR 50 and intends to keep riding until he is no longer able to. About 3 years ago is when he started racing. His future plans is to become a professional. His first race was in 2017 at Jeeps on his 2012 KX 100 and Super Mini class. He has a race every weekend and they can be held all over the country. His last race he placed second and said he would have placed first but missed one of the previous races. He would like to make it to Loretta's. If he were to do well in Loretta's, then he could possibly get signed to a factory team. His role model is Jet Lawrence. He is a 17-year-old pro rider and rides for HRC Factory Honda. We asked Amato about his motocross career.
I started riding when I was 5, but then I started racing 3 years ago. This year I would have had first, but I came in second because I missed one of the races.
Alex Quesada, Channel 7 News.
During the school year, sophomore Taylor Raup can be found draining three-pointers for the Lady Rockets basketball team. But during the summer months, Raup devotes much of her time to rodeos. Alex Quesada has this story too.
Taylor Raup is a 16-year-old sophomore at Roseville High School who's been competing in rodeo for the past 11 years. She first started riding when she was 4 years old and started competing in rodeos when she was 5. She rides every night for about 1 hour with her dad, who's the one who taught her how to ride. As of right now, she owns 13 horses and recently got a new one named Trigger. She also competes about once a week and has about 13 buckles. She has participated in 2 to 3 national rodeos and placed 5th in one. Her favorite memory is when she got first place in state as a freshman, beating all sophomore through seniors. She would then go to place in the nationals in 2020. Raup says the person that inspires her most is Bo Peterson because she ropes really well and is overall really good at rodeo. Raup says she plans to keep riding until she is too old to ride.
We asked Taylor Raup for additional information.
I was 4 years old when I first started riding. My dad taught me how to ride when I was 4 years old on an old horse we had.
Alex Quesada, Channel 7 News.
For over 3 decades, Ward Hildress has inspired and instructed art students to create timeless pieces that have won countless awards. Hildress also uses his talents for a side business that has become quite popular on eBay. Connor Ferrante has the story.
Ward Hildress has been teaching art at Roseville High School since 1989. During his free time, Hildress enjoys printmaking shirts to sell them on eBay and Etsy.
The process I use is silkscreen printmaking. I make the art on the computer using Photoshop mostly, and then I have a screen. I don't think I have one around here, but I put a chemical on it. It's called photoemulsion, and I take the art is put onto a transparency sheet.
The next step in the printmaking process is to put the sheet on the screen that has the chemicals on it. After this, you expose the sheet to a very strong red light in a dark room, which dries the image onto the area. But how long does this process take?
If all I have to do is print a shirt and I have a screen already made, I can print a shirt in 15 minutes.
Hildress has been involved in printmaking from a young age, but what inspired him to get started?
I started being around that kind of silkscreen printmaking when I was 8 or 9. My dad raced motorcycles, and he made the shirts for the shop he raced for. And in high school, I was super hooked into music, and I couldn't find any shirts for the bands I liked, so I started making shirts then.
Connor Ferrante, Channel 7 News.
To make a little extra income, some teachers mow lawns in the summer or paint houses or umpire baseball games. Social studies teacher Brandon Barger makes additional money from a business that is a little unconventional for most educators. For more, here's Thomas Smith.
Brandon Barger is known here at Roseville High School as a coach and history teacher. Outside of school, though, he has another job. I talked to him about his other career.
My business name is Welcome Home Property Inspections, LLC. I've started this since March of last year. And what a home inspector does, a buyer, so a buyer will buy a home and they will hire a home inspector to go through the home and inspect a lot of the components of a house. Almost all inspectors use a software program, and There's multiple different software programs that inspectors can use, but it goes through a lot of the components of a house, and all of it is a visual inspection. Okay, there's not a lot of going in the walls and everything like that. But I also do radon. Radon is a gas that is also the second leading cause of cancer. So I usually find them in basements. A real estate agent, will recommend a different home inspector, but a former student says, I want to use Mr. Barger's business. So my name and business is getting out there, and I love helping the former students, with their home. And that kind of gives me a little bit more excitement going into this. Plus thinking about past, teaching, maybe, getting the business maybe more expanded.
Not only has Barger helped students with schoolwork, he has also helped find a safe home for them to live in. Thomas Smith, Channel 7 News.
Charlie Black is up next with sports, so don't go anywhere.
Residential carpentry, intro to industrial tech, cabinet and furniture design, architecture design, and drafting CAD are all part of Rose Hill's industrial tech program taught by Ryan Hill. These classes provide students with knowledge of industry standards and to build and fix them. Students acquire skills and knowledge they can use immediately. Some of the students who take Hill's class attend trade school after they graduate and translate that to successful careers. Hill uses his expertise from industrial technology and robotics, as he is the co-sponsor alongside Leanne Yaus.
This is our second year of VEX Robotics. The purpose of robotics is to have some fun building a robot. And in this class, we're building a robot, we drive and program, and then eventually we go to a competition with our robot.
Robotics is more than just a fun class. In it, you learn important skills such as communication, organization, leadership, teamwork, and problem solving. Robotics is designed to simulate a work environment to give students a feel for what a job in the technology field would resemble.
I signed up because the class gives a job-like feel. It allows you to kind of get some experiences, and robotics in general is a very innovative job. It allows many different places you can go for that. I thought it was just a really good class.
Hockey is widely popular in the northern part of the United States, with states like Michigan and Minnesota making the sport a part of their High School Activities Association. So what do athletes in southern states like Kansas do if they want to play hockey? I had the chance to ask sophomore Kyler Rundell that very question.
Kyler Rundell, a sophomore, is one of the few high school hockey players you'll meet around Kansas. He started playing stick and puck with the boys when he was young and knew it was for him.
I started playing hockey in Wyoming probably 7-ish years ago. I started playing floor hockey with the Y, and I don't know, I just fell in love with the game.
Hockey is not an easy sport. Rundell has battled through some tough injuries, but he's thankful for the friendships he's made throughout the seasons.
Going out on the ice with the boys, just what we do, I guess.
This relentless sport is something he hopes to continue at the next level.
I play defense for JV, and for varsity I'm a winger. I hope to after high school, but who knows what's going to happen.
For most people at Rose Hill High School, Adrian Maloney is best known for being an assistant coach on the boys basketball team, as well as being older brother to starting guard Adriel Smith. But for those in the high school basketball circle around Wichita, Maloney is best known for Max Lab training. Xander Landry has a story.
Adrian Maloney started Max Lab training, inspired by his basketball career to help those improve their game. Max Lab has skyrocketed ever since he began it.
Help them get better on the court, and I did, not knowing what I was getting myself into, and they got better. I enjoyed seeing the progress, and it kind of took off from there. My favorite part about it is being able to see the growth on the court while it's happening, being able to mentor them off the court as well. My future plans for Max Lab is to get more trainers under me. My clientele is growing pretty big, so I'm starting to need more help with that. Then my future plan for Max Lab and myself is just to be traveling to train more clients, get more people, higher level, just whatever level it is, and just get a chance to see the world as well.
He trains hundreds of athletes, including those at Rose Hill. Adriel Smith, Jaden Green, Jay Ursery, Matt Flynn, and Xander Landry. Out of all the people he trains, he believes he has a ton of athletes who will play at the next level and even the next level after that. Max Lab's future is bright, and we are so excited to see what happens next. Good luck.
Be sure to check out rocketathletics.com for all news regarding the conclusion of winter sports. Tegan, back to you.
Thanks, Charlie. We hope you have enjoyed watching this special presentation of Channel 7 News. Be sure to check out Rocket Productions on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. I'm Tegan Belcher, and we'll see you next time on Channel 7 News.